Welcome, beautiful ladies of my heart. I want to show you a really cool eye technique, and then I want to really reiterate under eyes. I have a comment here and there that they just cannot get their under eyes to not crease and look awful, and so I just want to go over that a little bit on how to reinforce that. I'll list everything I'm wearing, but the eyes are going to be with my Misthaven Ultra Ego. Pretty, huh? All right. And then I'm going to be using under my eyes, my arsenal of under eye stuff, and that will come after I do this. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to take a little tiny beauty brush. I don't even know what they call these. Beauty Artist Natural Cultivator First Choice Nail Art Brush. Nail art? Well, I guess you could use it on your nail art. I'm going to use it on my eye art, and I've already primed my eyes. All right, here we go. It's really ghastly outside. So I am going to take my Neutrogena concealer. That's what we're going to do on the eyes first. And I'm going to put a little on this brush. I saw this technique done by Miss Smitha. She is just a plethora of information on eyes. So what she does, we're going to do a real simple eyes. She takes this with concealer on it, and she goes, this is the hardest part. Goes right down the middle of her eye. It's hard to see. Oh, I have a little bit of pale. Okay. It is the hardest part because it's funny. I can blink this eye, but I can't blink that one. I don't know. You know, as I said, you try everything. I do everything with you. Take my little sponge, and I'm going to take a dark brown, and I'm going to put it right here. So it's going to be on this side. And you got to start where your crease is, and my crease is up here. My fake crease. So, all right. You put that in there. All right. So then I'm going to take a little big old fat fluff McGruff so that I can just blend it beautifully. Okay. Like I said, it's fun to try new things. What do you think of my red lips? I'm doing a red lip. Subduing it a little. Go as light or dark as you want. All right. And then on the inner corner, you're supposed to take a lighter color. So, I'm going to take this here. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to take it, and I can't read it, and I'm going to go in here. Yep, very. Okay, just fill that in. You have them like that. Then you're going to go to town, blending them kind of together. See? So that the two come together. Lightly. And just keep working it till you get to how it looks, how you like it. And then I'm going to take me some shimmer dew. So there's just only 3 colors. And I'm going to put that right on the center, right here. Okay, just right. Depends on how heavy you want to go. Take this little guy here, and we're going to work it in the middle so that we can get rid of that yellow, get rid of the line that we had. And then we're supposed to take, where'd it go? It was a little tiny one. It was a little smudge, like so. And I'm going to take that brown, the darker brown, and I'm going to go like this. We're going to do kind of, and we're going to do it down. I am going to do the black. Oh boy, this is a teeny tiny one. Look at that. I'm going to dip it in the black. Now there's a cream black. Oh. And then there's a powdered black. So the cream is over here. I think I'm going to try the cream. Interesting. Now I'm going to go here. Oh, there you go. And here, just. Boy, that cream, the cream is very pigmented. Oh, but I love this little tiny, teeny brush. I think it was out of my Jessup collection. And then we're going to smooch it again. Yeah, it'd be better to use the powder. Maybe. Just, I'm never really good with the lower eye. I'm going to take the powder on this side, okay? That powder black. And I'm going to go here and meet it. Yeah, I think that's better. Well, what's the matter, my darling? That's a pinno. Okay. I'm going to go like this now. And then, this is Prestige. I found this. This is an expensive liner. Little fingers. And help sweep that up. All right, now I'm going to take a little of my foundation. I used my L'Oreal True Nude. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on my sponge, just to make sure I have a little bit, so I can clean up here. Because the tape, we're going to do concealer under it, but I just wanted to clean up right here. Hooded eyes are just, you know. Now, before we do anything else, I'm going to take my new favorite by Maybelline, Sky High. This is in brown. Just love the little brush there. It really works on my lashes. What do you think of those eyes? Very simple. Very simple. Make sure you got to have teeny brushes. I'll list those teeny brushes for you. It's very important. Now we're going to go on the under eyes, okay? This is so important. Aqua 4 works for me, but I'm going to tell you something. Hydration. You need to be hydrated inside. You need to, especially in the winter, it is so dry. I add electrolytes, I've told you this before, to my water, and I have that every day. And then at night, before you go night, you've washed your face, and if you have an eye cream, you put that under your eyes at night, and then you put a thin, very thin barrier of a petrolatum, Vaseline, on your face, and then don't get up under. If you're worried about mela, you're real oily skinned, you wouldn't want to do this up close your eyes, but you want to get the areas with that petroleum, with the Vaseline, all around to really, and you go out. Okay, that is important, and that's your nighttime routine. And in the morning, after I've done all my skincare, I will end with putting on Banish under eye cream, whatever cream you have, even if it's just a moisturizer, and then putting over this by Nikol. You can get them anywhere. I'll list some other options. And you leave that on for at least 15-20 minutes under your eyes, and that is extremely helpful. And then when I'm done with that, before I go onto my eyes, I put the Aquaphor and I put it out here. Okay, I don't go right up under my eyes. I do a couple swipes, all right? That has worked for me. If it doesn't for you, what you can do is you can take an oil, like jojoba oil, tea tree oil, whatever. Put a light on your fingers and put that down. It's less occlusive, but it does hydrate. Just do that about 5 or 10 minutes. You want it to soak in. You don't want it to be all greasy, just till it gets dry. Okay, and then what I do then next is I take the Durline. I'm finding this stuff is amazing. And any concealer you have, I'm going to use Fiora on one side and my Holy Grail Neutrogena on the other. So I'm going to put the Durline on the back. Now I know I've showed you this before, but I just want to reiterate how important it is. So I'm dipping my little wand in there on the placement as well. I got a big socket. I've got deep set eyes, so my placement would be different than yours. I always go on my eye there. Oh, that's the Neutrogena on the right. And you can let that tacky a bit. And then I'm going to take a little more Durline here. And I'll take a little bit of this and mix it in. Okay, mix it in until it's got a nice consistency. And then I'm going to take my finger with this one. Yes! I guess when you do it that way too, you got to be careful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on this side. And I come down, excuse me, to like the top of my cheek. And don't drag, just pat. You can use a sponge, you can use a brush. But what I like to do, because of just, I don't want to disturb all the stuff I put under my eye prior, I use my fingers. This, I probably got too much on. I have a heavy hand, so I'm going to do the Fiora on the left. And I am just going to pat, and it makes it go on, especially if you have a concealer that's thick, because you want more coverage. Okay? Let's see up close how I did. Fiora. And this is the Neutrogena. And then you just keep patting it. Hey, my beautiful ladies. Meet Pinot. Is she not pretty? Is she not a pretty girl? You pretty girl. She wants to get up on my table, but I can't have it. She knocks everything down on purpose. All right, Nink, go play. Go back and play with your duck. All right, ladies. Here is my finished eye look. I will list everything in the description below, and you just really want to make sure that's all in like so. And if you don't like to use a powder, take any setting spray and use that to set, because that won't dry out, especially if you have one that's not got alcohol in it, which is this by Morphe, their continuous prep step, or Charlotte Tilbury doesn't have any, or MAC. MAC's has a really nice one too, but this is more of a budget friendly one. I will be back in hours and hours and I'll show you how the Neutrogena and how the Fiora, basically any concealer that is a hydrating concealer on its own will set up beautifully. So that's what I'm promising. Hey beautiful ladies. Okay, this video is a day late because I got sidetracked last night and forgot all about coming back to do the show test. So I've put it on again today and I went about my business, and I wanted to show you how lovely my under eyes look, both sides. This Durline is fabulous, hydrating under your eyes, hydrating inside yourself. All of it is going to help with your under eyes. And as I said, as the day goes on and they look like they might be a little dry, not creasing. Mine didn't crease. It just looks a little dry. I have sprays. I use hydrating sprays. This is by Peach Lily. You can use any hydrating mist to throughout the day. All right, beautiful ladies, it is close to New Year's now. It will be time to make our plans to meet 2025. Be hopeful, be full of love and grace, and don't forget to pray, because that's what's going to get us through until we go to heaven. 68 and not quite at heaven's gate. Love you, ladies. Mwah.